Hi there, and this video just gives a quick introduction and explanation of our core skills session. Core skills is a one-to-one session for 20 minutes with our activity leaders. It can cover up to 3 topic areas of home learning, and it's targeted at what school provides from home learning, and we do it for you. So that's reading, spellings or phonics and sounds for younger children, times tables, counting for earlier stages. So what it does is we, for the parent who's working, who might not be able to when they pick up at the end of our provision on a childcare, you go home, you've got to potentially feed your children if they've not had food with us, bedtime routines, and it can turn into quite a battle of a situation where children and parents are tired, or it just doesn't happen at all. So the idea being that you can do the home learning and have it done by us in the setting before you pick up, so you can have a more quality time at home. So things like bedtime reading, you're actually just reading the story to them and having those magical moments with your child rather than that home learning battle. You can choose up to all 3 or 2 or 1 of those things within a core skills session. We typically find that most people tend to do 2 or 3 with us in the week, and then the parents and carers tend to do 1 or 2 more on top of that, just so they've got a handle and feeling on what's going on with their child. We do recommend that just 2 sessions with us. They do need to be doing 4 sessions in the week, either some are with us or some with you, unless you're doing all 4 with us Monday to Thursday. And this typically all follows the program provided by your school. So we read the school book, we do the times tables target given by school, we do the spellings as given by school and assessed by school. And the reason we do that is because it lowers the cost. The activity leader, just to give you some context, is not a qualified teacher. They typically have 1.5 hours to 2 hours training on each of those activity areas in their delivery and a bit more experience. So it's not more than what you're doing as a parent at home. It's similar, but perhaps with a bit more training. To give an example, several years ago, as assistant head teacher of primary school, I used to run parent workshops, and I would do a sort of hours workshop alongside some of my colleagues, showing you this is how you might do a reading session at home or a spelling. So that's the kind of thing our staff receive with a bit of extra training on top. They also have a qualified teacher on hand to ask questions and get advice as well. So there is a bit of extra support in them. Another aspect of core skills is learning how to learn. At FUNdays Club, we're passionate about learning to learn characteristics, and the one we focus on in a core skills session is reflection. At the end of every session, we ask children to reflect on red, amber, green, a RAG rating we call it, on how much effort do they think they put into the session. We also ask them to reflect on understanding how much of a challenge was this session for you. Was it too easy? Was it too hard? Was it a good level of challenge? And we have a conversation every session about how if it's too easy, that's not actually okay. We want something with a bit of challenge. Also, if it's too hard, then that's not okay for them. So we get them to reflect on their own levels of challenging and effort in every session with every member of staff as part of a learning characteristic. That's just a summary of the core skills session. If you've got any questions, I'm going to do a second video, which is our frequently asked questions. And on there, I will go through the questions asked and a bit more detail.